So let's say we have 1.2 divided by 0.6. Then the best way to do this is to write it out as a fraction. Yeah, so we're going to write it as 1.2 over 0.6. And we want to get rid of the decimals. And how we do that is we times it by 10, because if we times 1.2 by 10, that will take us to 12. And if we times 6 by 10, that will take us to 12. So we do the same thing to the top and the bottom number. So I think if we times this by 10, take us to 6. Yeah, so now 12 divided by 6 is equal to 2, and that's the answer for that one. Now you have 0.8 divided by 0.2. I'm just going to do it in the same way. If I write it out as a fraction and I times the top and the bottom by 10, then this would become 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 4. Now for this one, we have 0.6 divided by 0.01. If I times it by 10, I would have 6 on the top, but then I will not have 1 on the bottom. I will have 0.1. So I'm going to have to times it by 100. Yeah, and whatever I do to the bottom number, I have to do the same thing to the top number, because I'm creating equivalent fractions. So this would be 60 divided by 1, which is just 60. Yeah. Now, this is the one that's a little bit tricky. 2.88 divided by 0.24. Yeah, and yet if you times the top and the bottom number by 100, then this would be 288 divided by 240. And you can just throw that into the bus stop. Yeah, use bus stop method to work that out. So 288 goes into the bus stop, 240 stays out. 240 goes into 288 one time, and you'd have a remainder of 48. Now you're going to put a decimal point there once there's a remainder and add a 0. 240 can definitely go into 480 two times without any remainder. Once you have no remainders, you've come to the end of it. So the answer to that one is 1.2. Now let's have a look at this one. If I write them as a fraction, and that would be 42 divided by 0.7. I'm just going to times the top and the bottom number by 10 to get me to 420 divided by 7. Now I've gotten rid of the decimal point. And 7 can go into 42 6 times, and I'm just going to bring my 0 down. Yeah. So that's it. That's how you do it.